No.
All right.
You're not even gonna make it past. You're not even going to get off the grid.
You know what? He'll make it. He'll make it through turn 1 just because that's where his damaged car is going to fly. It's going to fly past turn 1 to 2.
Bold of you
Nah,
to
look,
assume he's gonna
look,
get
I'll give
All right,
you-
hello
I'll give you the
YouTube.
benefit of the
Welcome to
doubt.
Formula One 2019. We are
You'll make
here
it.
for season 4 here at Bahrain. Race number 5 on the season. It is a blast to be here.
Is he going to do like Johnny Herbert, just completely cut turn 1?
An
absolute blast.
That he's gonna blast to turn 1. That's bold.
Yeah. Oh, what
You know what else is a waste of 3 minutes? That formation lap.
Yeah.
You're a waste of 3 minutes.
Real.
Oh.
You're a waste of time.
I'll make it past
Oh, no way.
No one cares.
Dude, I swore he was
You
going to
have a lot
run.
of confidence in yourself. to
And here we
assume
go.
that
The
you're gonna last
track
whole
is
lap.
open for qualifying.
I'm disappointed we don't have any rain.
In the desert?
No rain in Bahrain.
Sounds fair.
Bad face.
Didn't expect that.
That's in the chat.
Wow. Whoa! On
All those,
surface.
So
all
here we
those
go.
laps I spent practicing my wet setup. God.
All for nothing. Hold up.
Oh
get
god,
it.
fishing in the vents.
Oh, this is way to get
So
my
here we
leg
go.
set
The
up.
track
Hold on,
open
get it
for
set up.
business here in qualifying. How about Christian on an outlap with Troy? Many things. Little Devil. How about Hector? Sporting a new PSN name this week, Silent Ace. We'll keep calling him Hector. Ben.
Is that Venti that just drove off?
Yeah, Venti's off
How
in
you
No
missed
Man's
turn
Land in the
one?
Renault. David, Malenko,
Warm up.
Troy, Colton, Foursquare, and Brian all on outlaps.
All the time you have to live with the space. Devil, come on. I don't want to
Alright,
hustle
so
anyone
hopefully
for
this
space.
week our F1 stream on Facebook is a lot more crisper. Again, every week we'll be trying to get a little bit better with that.
Hopefully that BPS is just going up, up, up.
I'm gonna back out. Venti's right behind me, so.
You're gonna
What
back
is
out of
it?
the session.
No, I mean back out the gas, so I'm.
Back
not
out the
within 100
session.
yards.
Alright,
Venti's behind me, I'm backing
and here
out.
comes many
Yeah, that's how I feel.
and here comes many things to turn number 1. He's the first driver to start a timed lap this session.
I mean, it's the safest place, really. If you're around Venti, just to not even be in the same lobby as him.
Venti gets near me, I tell Marco it wasn't my day, I had to back out.
I mean, you back out or you get crashed out. It's the same result, isn't it?
Fair enough.
I mean, turn one with
Did I
lighting it
turn
wide,
down the
so.
intro music on the Facebook live stream? That's a good question. I don't think I did.
Y'all really do be like roasting me badly.
I did not
That's
turn
what
down
we
the-
do.
Yeah. Alright. Yep. That's what we're here for. So how
feel bad
about
for the
many
Williams
things
behind
coming
me.
through on his way to Sector 3 in that Red Bull.
My fiance just went awful bold of you to assume you're better than Venti.
How about a purple sector for many things, though it is the first driver to go through Sector 2 at full speed.
Somebody wrecked.
Was me that forgot how to drive.
There's a Racing Point
Pulled
off.
off to the side of the road.
That is not Luis, that is Roberts. How about many things to the start-finish line? He'll go top of the chart. A 128.573. Here comes a McLaren. David goes second quickest, a 129.060. Toro Rosso goes third. That is Devil, 129.6. Alfa Romeo, Hector goes fourth quickest. Malenko goes third quickest. Christian second on the chart. Foursquare goes eighth quickest. David goes fourth quickest ahead of Malenko on the mediums as well. Colton goes sixth quickest.
I didn't go fourth quickest. I got dropped to fourth quickest.
I'm sorry, Ben went top of the chart. Now you're fourth quickest.
Yeah, now I'm fourth quickest. I got dropped.
So Ben top of the chart, nearly half a second faster than many things. Followed by Christian, David, Malenko, Colton, Hector, Freddie. How about Dan going third quickest in the Alfa Romeo? Devil.
Troy going second quickest.
Troy does go second quickest in that Mercedes. Foursquare 11th, Motorsports 12th, Brian 13th, Robert 14th. On outlaps, you have Luis and Octane. Hoping a better week for the Racing Point of Luis. Quite the rough outing last week at Japan.
Hey Troy, I asked Big Boy if he wanted to trade, and he said no.
Disappointing.
Oh my god.
Reality.
You'll survive.
Ruthless.
Well, so Hector
To
being
be honest,
so far...
I forgot he was even my teammate.
Ooh!
Ouch.
Feels
Heck-
bad, man.
Hector being so far down the chart only can mean one thing, that he's sandbagging
Sandbagging.
here in qualifying.
Don't worry, when his wife said I'm here for Colton, remember
on,
I didn't
guys.
know who Colton was either.
I said it already. Alpha's getting less sponsorship money. It's not my problem.
Yeah, whatever, sandbagger.
When he goes slower than Danny, what's his excuse for leaving Alpha?
I'm in a performance clause right now, like Sebastian and Vettel.
The tank is
Sebastian and
not
Vettel?
empty.
Yeah, I
I'm
heard
still
this.
moving.
Yeah, I
Not
just
bad.
hear Sebastian and Vettel.
We're a little off tonight.
I mean, I know it's looked like he's had two different careers going, but come on.
He did
yeah.
have two careers. He had Red Bull and then he has Ferrari.
No, he had Red
No.
Bull and the beginning of Ferrari. Then he has now.
I mean,
No,
he didn't
before
win.
that, before the idea to a roster.
Yeah, but that was still Red Bull.
Talk about his
Yeah,
time
wherever.
before Rosso
Yeah.
and that one race at BMW.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Gets in
2006, yeah.
BMW.
Danny's really good in Sector 1, but really bad in Sector 2.
On outlaps, we got Pillars, Ryan and Venti. Ryan taking over that seat in the Haas full time. Now will be teammates with Octane. Has been pretty much almost all season besides Russia, but now will be listed as teammates with Octane and is actively getting points for Haas and his own driver points.
Let's see. I'll put on some softs now. See if I get any better.
So Ryan is officially a Haas driver now?
He is. Tristan is now out of his seat.
Who did the 154?
And Luis goes 12th quickest over Motorsports, Brian and Robert.
I know, I did a 133. I'm 20 seconds now.
Yeah, he spun out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he did.
Killing for cash spun out.
Here comes the Haas of Octane going 7th quickest.
Danny spun out.
How about Venti in Vareno?
Venti quickest.
Yeah.
Quickest
Quickest of the
Those
Renos.
are the days.
Oh, what happened to one of the Hasses?
That'd be Ryan. He is playing off of turn number 2. Playing in the grass.
Use the grass.
Grass? It's
What
the desert,
fucking
man.
grass?
There's,
There ain't
What
no
grass?
grass.
there's
Break it
turf
to
out
Emerson
there.
that There's no grass. There's no grass. This is
There's
Bahrain.
gravel and
There was turf.
It's artificial
You're,
grass.
you're
Yes,
the only
but it's
person
still
that I
grass.
would call grass. Turf grass.
Turf grass.
Turf grass.
20.
They're almost the same thing.
But what is turf supposed to emulate?
It emulate.
A
It's like
surface.
saying you have an emulator on your computer and you're playing Game Boy games on your Game Boy.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Even though you're
And
playing
turf?
on your computer.
See, turf is like grass when you can't get grass.
He ran
Or the
13th
grass whipped up
fastest.
the
Yeah,
Twitter.
Venti
And
did
he
go
13th
13th
fastest.
quickest. He is nearly 2 seconds off of 12th place.
Which is Foursquare, of all people.
That is wild. He's been
warm
playing
up
too
lap.
much iRacing.
Yeah.
Here comes Ryan down the final straightaway to the final corner. He'll head on to the front stretch.
Hiller's second quickest.
It doesn't matter where Foursquare qualifies.
Oh, that's right. Ryan did actually crash. So we're waiting on, how about Pillar's second quickest? A 128.344. Now we're waiting on Ryan and Larry to set laps. So it looks like Larry will not qualify. He usually doesn't.
What is happening?
Somebody's getting invaded by the aliens.
Foursquare, 5th fastest.
Foursquare did go to 5th quickest behind his teammate Manythings. Still shocking that he's behind Manythings. And David, second quickest. A 128.168.
Holy crap.
All of a sudden, you want your teammate back.
Yeah,
Man, I
Malik goes in
told you.
11th. Oh, where'd Malik go? Malik
Man,
goes
I
in
told
5th.
you. I told you coming into this, I was going to be in the top 5.
Malenko is
Alright,
up
now
to
can you
5th.
finish there? Malenko is sat 5th. He has some competition, even though he's the sub driver. He's been getting just as many points as Markle, and should hopefully outperform that Williams. Was the goal heading into today's race. Or not McLaren in that Williams.
Hector just got dropped to P11.
Jesus criminy. But here comes Hector on a flyer, on his way down to the final corner. Oh, this is gonna put him top of the chart.
That was a decent lap.
2 to start finish. He just gave up on the flying lap.
He wasn't going to be on top of the chart.
He would have been better than 11th.
For sure.
Really?
And Troy, top of the chart, a 128.006.
Oh man, I'm glad I got out of your way.
Ben, what did you run?
A 128.07 something, I think.
5.
I just know the top 3.
Here comes Malenko getting ready. Oh, actually looks like he's coming in.
Another 15.
How time we got left in the session?
5 minutes,
Just
45
a little bit
seconds.
blunt inside. Maybe I just want the juice.
So Brian right now sat 10. Looks like he's getting ready to go on a flyer.
No, I'm going back.
No,
because I'm gonna
everybody's
do
going
that.
back in. Jeez. How about Robert right now leading in racing point, 15th quickest. And heading to the pit lane. Jeez, man. Can I find anybody on a timed lap? Here comes Ryan.
Yeah, I'm almost gonna go through for him.
Ryan's on a timed lap here through the first corner. Right now sat 19th, that has not put a time on the chart. Where will he rank in that Haas? He has to be 12th to outdo his teammate Octane.
He has to do better.
He has to go 12th if he wants to do better.
I make that.
But
funny.
Octane is also right behind Ryan on a flyer. We got 2 Hasses going nose to tail, so make sure you watch them as they come through the double left-hander. Through turn 10 to go onto the second DRS straightaway. Or technically third DRS straightaway. Here they come down the final straightaway to the final corner. Down the front straightaway we go, up the gears. Ryan will go 15th quickest, Octane 9th. How about Ben and that Williams? Purple sector 2 for Ben. To the start finish line we go with Ben. He's on a flyer, and it is a 1:27.363, a rocket ship in that Williams.
I'm doing Fernando Alonso style McLaren.
And Hector right now, getting ready to go on a flyer halfway through a warm-up lap right now.
That lap right there will make Hector try.
I can only hope.
And many things has retired from the session. He just clicked retire though. Nothing to report.
That was the best lap I run.
And here we ride on board with Hector now. Can Hector outdo Ben in his Williams at the top of the chart?
I'm going into the pits, bro.
Oh shit.
Okay, and?
No, Troy is just like moving out of the way. I'm going into the pits.
I just do that on instinct.
I mean, someone come in at full tilt, one wouldn't get out of the way.
I was certainly not coming at full speed. I was over 2 seconds slower. What do you mean?
Dusting off the sandbags in that Alfa Romeo. Up the hill we go to the double left-hander.
Almost got a pit penalty in qualifying.
Down the DRS straight. And now on the way up the hill to Auto Spin Central. Onto the final straightaway we go.
Nah, fuck. Nah, this is gonna be it.
To turn 14 and 15 for Hector.
You got pole, Ben.
Maybe. Hector
No,
can
you
be
Down
late.
the front straightaway comes Hector. He will go 4th quickest. Not good enough. But he did dust off the sandbags, did not belong down in 13th.
He ran that
Nice
on
try.
mediums.
Nice try, fourth score.
Whoa.
Is he on mediums?
He just ran that lap on mediums. Ooh, that's gonna feel better be scared. Oh man.
Actually, the mediums aren't that much slower than the softs.
Yeah, they're about 6 minutes slower.
Here comes Pillars on a timed lap up the hill through Auto Spin Central. A purple sector 2 trending in the green. Can he get to 4th? Maybe 3rd.
Maybe second.
Maybe first.
Maybe first.
Pillars through turn 14 and now turn 15. To the start finish line we go into Ferrari. Up the gears and it is 4th quickest.
Yeah, I get to start in the lucky position.
We can't forget about Dan.
Dan is trending in the green. Here he comes to the start finish line. Right now sat 9th. Does he improve? 3rd quickest in the Alfa Romeo.
Nice. Good run, Dan.
I'm a 129.0.
soon as I go, damn, he fucking dethrones me.
Yeah.
What throne did you hold? A podium starting
Third
spot?
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if you can finish there.
I think you said a 127.3.
Just cross the finish line, Hector.
No. 7 seconds.
He was about to go into the pit lane.
Oh, the racing points just being pushed into the garage stall.
Yeah, he was already there. I couldn't stop him. Plus,
Yeah.
he's not in the lobby.
I don't believe so, but that is going to do it again. Larry did not take time in the session, but that is what he does normally. How about that? Ben, nearly 0.7 of a second faster than the rest of the grid. Troy, Dan, David, Pillars, Hector, Malenko, Many Things, Foursquare, Octane, the top 10.
I'm the
David.
big change of the top 5.
Yeah, you're a two-time champion. I don't know what David has to his name.
I got nothing.
Doesn't even have a win.
I don't even have a win because my fucking win got taken away because of the 5-second penalty.
What win?
China, when I crossed the line first, but that 5 seconds kicked in.
Yeah,
I have to
because
go back to that race. I don't remember that.
Bach also.
Oh, is there a car there? Never mind.
But here we go.
I was there, and then I was in the grass.
The 20 drivers are getting ready to embark the Sakir circuit here in Bahrain.
Good
Full
Lord, I
grid
went 3
once
seconds
again
going to
for the
hard.
3rd Grand Prix this season out of 5 Grand Prix again. No grid has been smaller than 18 cars. Very thankful for that.
Yeah, your teammate's gonna do a one stop, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do we have a formation lap?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
We have a formation lap
So-
every race, man.
My helmet looks black. 'Cause
So that I can go through the starting grid. Here you go. Before our 29 lapper tonight here at Bahrain, we go through our all-important formation lap, and let's go through our starting lineup. In row 1, we have Ben in the Williams, starting alongside Troy in the Mercedes. Troy
This is what I didn't
Not
want to be on the
having-
pole.
not having the best of luck this season. Troy trying to turn it around in that Mercedes. Row 2, got a couple surprises up here. How about our 2-time series champion Dan in the Alfa Romeo and David in the McLaren. Row 3, we have our 2-point leaders, Pillars in the Ferrari and Hector in the Alfa Romeo. Row 4, we have Malenko in the Williams and Many Things in the Red Bull. Row 5, we have Foursquare in the Red Bull and Octane in the Haas. Row 6, we have Colton in the Mercedes and Christian in the Toro Rosso. Row 7, we have Brian in the McLaren and Devil in the Toro Rosso. Row 8, we have Ryan in the Haas and Robert in the Racing Point. Row 9, we have Venti in the Renault and Luis in the Racing Point. Row 10, we have Motorsports in the Ferrari and Larry, who did not take a time in qualifying, in the Renault. So here comes the grid through turns 14 and 15, getting ready to grid up here.
In the formation lap.
Damn it, Many Things.
Bye, Dan.
You
Dan
didn't even
got
get to the
passed by a
formation
ghosted
lap
car.
without spinning it.
Let's get underway for a 29 lapper out in the desert.
Danny, try not to run me over on this start if I don't get a very good start.
Can you quit putting your Alfa Romeo in my McLaren, please? Shut up. Don't talk about that.
We learn something new every day. Here we go.
He said,
The field.
we don't talk about that.
The field is gridded up and ready to go.
It's
It is time to bring the action. Here we go. We've got 5 red lights. And it is lights out, and away we go. Foursquare's caught napping. He gets a drive-through penalty for jumping to start in that Red Bull. Get the wide spread of cars heading to turn one. Somebody dive bombing up the inside. That's many things in the fifth.
Come on, idiots.
Everybody makes it through sector one just fine. There goes McLaren. That's David going around. Somebody, a Haas hard into the end zone, back across traffic.
Criminy.
Octane, big damage. And the safety car is deployed.
I hit a Mercedes.
We don't have to go 7 wide into turn 1.
Troy takes over the race lead over Ben, Dan, Pillars, many things, Hector, Robert, Devil, Christian, both racing points, both Toro Rossos in the top 10. Malico in 10th, Ryan in 11th, Colton 12th, followed by Venti, Louise, Brian, Larry. Foursquare gets to serve a drive-through penalty, but can't serve it under a safety car.
That fucking safety car just saved my ass.
Same for me. I gotta fuck with that.
Motorsports in 18th.
I was about to overtake
David 19th.
Pillars.
And Octane had a hard crash to the right side wall.
When we were coming out turn 3, we got too close and I hit your tire. Yeah. We got too close and the contact sent me around.
At least me and Troy
There's
didn't wreck.
people wrecking under safety car, just letting you know that.
I forgot how to
I
drive.
broke
Stop playing
I
or
got
something.
I got hit from behind and made a bit of contact with Ben.
right behind.
I think we're good.
Hector right behind.
And David ended up turning Octane, and that sent them both to the back of the pack.
Did I turn Octane?
What's the yellow flag for?
Everybody's deaf. Octane.
Everyone dove into turn 1. I went from 7th to 10th and
Anyway, Octane got major air in the Haas.
I didn't,
I went from 8th
but
to
I
5th,
got
which is a pretty
rear-ended,
solid start.
and that sent me flying into the back of Bumford.
I would have gone to 4th.
There's no one behind you to hit you.
That was a wildly aggressive start from many things, which is...
That's what I was talking about.
That is
It's not
his
aggressive.
driving style.
I didn't hit anyone.
Who jumped the
That
start?
doesn't make it not aggressive.
Dude,
Foursquare jumped the start.
Oh, Foursquare jumped it.
You can be aggressive and not hit people, right? But it's still aggressive.
Purple sector 1 under safety car.
It's not bad, is it?
It depends.
It depends if you force people to do things that they really can't do with the space they're given.
Oh, try to leave the space.
I tapped Troy going.
Why are we
turn
double
1.
file?
It's NASCAR.
By the way,
here keeps clogging for some reason.
Troy, on the safety car restart, you're going to have to wait for the safety car. Just so you know, because the safety car won't go into the pits until it gets to the front stretch, and if we go before, then we'll have to stop again.
So we're in our first safety car period of the day here in Bahrain. Yeah.
What puts the limiter on when the safety car
What
goes
was
in
just
anyway?
brought up, and it is interesting. The pit lane entry location at this circuit is on the front straightaway.
You can go.
And so these drivers will not be able to go until they're fully onto the front straightaway, pretty much.
Oh, the time you have to leave a space.
You have to leave the space all the time.
Let's see if Octane can get queued up here before this safety car period ends.
And then everybody crashed on lap 1, and then
Many things, come on.
Did the safety car come out because of Octane been in it?
Yeah.
I think, Octane.
It did. It came after I hit the wall.
Octane got launched. How you feeling after that one?
Oh, I'm fucking pissed. Christian dive bombed it, turned 1, took out me and the Williams, and then I got turned.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. I was wondering, I was like, who the fuck hit me?
Yeah, Emerson said I turned you, but I never hit anybody when I was reaching.
Well, there was contact between Octane's Haas and a McLaren.
Under the safety car.
It's probably DRB.
It could be BG, but Brian, but David fell straight down to running order as well as Octane, and Brian didn't.
David had already spun out.
All I know
Yeah,
is that I turned across my front wing and I.
Oh, so it
Big boy,
was
did you just
Brian
hit me?
who made contact with the Haas. But there was a 5-second penalty for Luis making contact with Colton under the safety car. Why is the queue
like
so slow in the final corner? My goodness. And Motorsports a 5-second penalty for a collision with Brian, but I really can't say it's really any of their faults with the queue just going so slow through turn 10.
I am just not being right behind him.
Just like me, how I don't want to be like.
And the safety car will be going in this lap. The whole field is queued up and ready to go. How about this? You thought that start was wild. We're about to get a rolling start here.
Oh my
God. A lot of penalties. 5-second penalties everywhere.
What? That's complete bullshit.
I got one for him. Fucking Foursquare.
Save the video clips.
Side maker.
Here we go.
Hooray, I have a busted front wing now.
And the safety car is in green, green. We're racing once again at Bahrain. How about Ben to the inside of Troy? Side by side, here comes the Ferrari looking up the inside as well. Many things take it even deeper. He's cutting the corner. Straight
what kind of dangerous driving is that?
Oh my god, where are you going, Foursquare?
What was many things doing?
I'm trying to not hit people. I was going for my normal braking line, which that was not smart.
What was many things doing?
Oh. Questionable maneuver from the Red Bull to just drive it up the inside. He's running an Alfa Romeo out wide. That's Dan going out wide, having to avoid the Red Bull.
Fucking
Can we not learn how to fucking drive, DRB? Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, how the hell did you end up in front of me?
Sorry, I'm faster than you, bitch.
Wow.
We're playing fucking
Toro
bumper cars,
Rossos are
retard?
going at it for 8th.
Sandy, I was not trying to squeeze you.
Nah, yeah, DRB don't fault there. Fucking DRB did not have the room there.
Malika going to 8th. Robert going off in 7th. Malika following the racing point. Back up front, Troy over Ben. Pillars there in third. The top 3 within 1 second of each other. Hector another second back. Manything slots in the 5th.
DRB, how trash are you?
What happened to my teammate?
Apparently trash enough to get past you on hard tires.
How bad?
You know, I have a busted front wing, but this car's not handling that bad.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, and another launch from Christian! Christian goes around. Makes contact with somebody else.
Dude, this is what the hell.
The back of the field's a bunch of crap.
Yep,
The front of the field, we got no problem.
It really is a bunch of crap back here.
Cluster towards the back of the pack.
I got wing damage because many things drove into
Foursquares
turn
in,
1.
Colton's in, Christian's in,
got
and many
wing
other
damage.
cars
Everybody
probably
went
have
0
slight
miles
wing
an hour.
damage. There's a racing point off in the
fucking
grass,
safety car.
but trying to stay out of the way is Luis.
He thinks it's a good idea to go in 4 wide to turn 1. And not
Did he
be
really
and
give
not
you wing
wing.
damage?
Yeah, really got wing damage.
That's not even aggressive. That's just dangerous and stupid.
These reserve drivers are we talking about, or who are we talking about?
We're talking about many lags. We're talking about many pings.
Many things sat. Oh, and there's contact. Further back, the Williams and the Racing Point, Malenko and Robert going at it.
No, it was the Torosso and Racing Point that hit. Yeah, it was Little Devil and the Racing Point that hit.
I'm sorry, Devil and Robert went at it.
No, how you gonna give me a free check on this?
How about Brian up to 7th, looking to get 6th from Malika. Malika using everything but the guardrail.
Nah, my broken wing is like having me not.
Troy
turn
sets
anywhere.
the fastest lap, a 1:32.630.
Oh. Octane and the Racing Point had a contact.
Yeah, he lost it, and I had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Oh
I was
shit,
like,
Ben.
well, coming up behind Octane. I was like, oh shit.
Ben's
Octane's
gone
here.
around.
Oh, that's a corner.
What happened, Ben?
We'll often see
I
those
hit the
mistakes
curb.
from Ben. But auto
I won't
spin
even try and
central.
pass you, Ben, if I get to you right here. You can just focus on going.
So up front we have a Mercedes, a Ferrari, an Alfa Romeo, a Red Bull, and then 2 Williams, 2 McLarens, a Toro Rosso, and a Haas, the top 10.
The comeback drop so far.
What did many things just do? He literally like sent it so quickly into that freaking thing.
Let's get another safety car.
Yeah, safety car would be great, so I can change this front wing.
He's not aggressive though.
Oh, many think he is 100% aggressive.
No, he said he wasn't.
I'm not aggressive.
Okay, not intentionally.
Speak louder than
words.
No,
I made
is your wing damaged too?
How about Hector going to second on Pillars? The points leaders going at it, second and third.
Yeah, my wing's damaged.
Well, all of our wings got damaged because people stopped under safety car. They didn't
Pillars
slow
back
down,
on
they
Hector.
stopped.
Pillars up the inside. Hector
Let's go to
on
the
the
inside. I won't
mediums,
even, like,
Pillars
down
on
here.
the softs.
Yeah, I won't even.
Side by side up the hill they go. About 3.5 seconds back from the Mercedes.
I like how Malenko let me by and I still missed turn 1.
Pillars and Hector continue to duke it out for second.
Hi, Ben.
Looks like Hector has the spot for now, but they're about to approach a double left-hander and then another DRS straightaway. Here we go. Onto the short shoot. Pillars with the DRS. Probably won't get a look to the inside of Hector this time, but has to probably wait until the front straightaway once again.
Oh no, my tires are gone. Laugh at my funny joke.
Oh.
Dan, where are you?
I'm in 7th.
Oh.
The second to last corner is so hard to take with the Pokemon.
So fucking glad I'm pitting.
So 6 through. Here comes the Ferrari of Pillars to the pit lane.
Are you pitting next lap, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bump, are you pitting?
About Brian into the. I'm sorry, David into the pit lane. Dan and Venti as well.
I got a 5-second. Oh, that's right. I got a 5-second time penalty for the collision.
Yeah, I got one too, and I'm serving in the pits. Will you fucking let me go? The fucking clutch is available.
The scenes from pit road.
Almost
Crazy
close to
NASCAR
that.
length pit stops. So we're back
No,
in the
hold on,
pack.
I'm not trying to pull Kvyat. Not Kvyat.
Larry on the
Stroll.
hard slots in between Dan and Venti.
Oh, it's just so terrible. My game is lagging like hot
BG,
garbage.
is that Octane or Bomb Squad behind you?
It is Octane.
Oh, this was so much better.
And how about this cue right here? Malenko leading in that Williams over the McLaren of Brian and the Haas of Octane. This battle going on for 5th.
And I fucking turned there.
How about Troy into the pit lane? Fitting a set of mediums. Hector goes to the point, followed by Many Things to second. Ben into the pit lane. Malenko will stay out another time, followed by Brian, Octane. Here comes Brian looking to the inside. Octane, why not? Let's go 3 wide into 1. They pass Malenko. Octane up the inside, but it looks like Brian is clear. Octane trying to get up to 4th over Malenko. How about Brian clear to the podium? Ryan sat in 6th. The second of the 2 Haas's in the running order at this point.
Oh shit.
Troy up
Sorry
the
about that,
inside of
Boss.
Ryan.
Caution.
Luis just let me go.
That is my Achilles heel.
So Christian sat 13th, was up in the top 10 along with David in 14th and Devil in 15th. I believe Colton was up there as well. Now him sat 16th. Dan as well sat 17th. And Foursquare sat 20th. All of them saw the top 10 early in this. 3-second time penalty for Luis for multiple warnings. Hector into the pit lane as Many Things will go to the point and to the race lead for Many Things. Brian will stay out. Brian goes to second.
Ooh, that's sideways.
Here comes Malenko in the Williams. How about Pillars with the fastest lap? A 131.890 in that Ferrari on mediums.
I have a puncture.
Do you
I'm
actually?
The leader has a
puncture.
puncture. He's wrecked it. Many Things is wrecked in turn 3.
Yeah.
So Brian goes to second. David with the fastest lap, a 131.866. Octane goes to second. Can the Red Bull make it around? On a 5-second time penalty for Luis for speeding into pit lane. Many Things has taken every Pirelli sign out that he can find. Contact with Troy!
No. I'm so. Oh my lord, this is the worst.
Oh, who's
Are you
I'm
serious?
so sorry.
What's happening?
Many Things is just being a fucking hazard at this point.
I said that when he went like full wide into turn 1. Like,
Get off the racing line! Fucking hell!
if you're a caution to the track, you don't stay on the racing line. That should be dead obvious.
You should have a puncture. Matthew, I'm lagging so.
Jesus, man. Common sense apparently not as common as you think.
Back
American
up front, Brian leads this Grand Prix over Octane and Pillars.
My man can't even get out of the way good enough.
And Luis is
You found
retired
someone-
from the session.
Got him worse than Venti.
He is lagging.
Venti, I
I
love you
think
at this
Luis
point.
actually just retired from the menu. Malenko's playing in the paint. David sets another fastest lap, a 131.550. Many Things finally gets to the pit lane from wrecking from the race lead, and a 5-second time penalty for Many Things for speeding. Larry and Malenko going at it for the 16th position.
Here comes my luck of never finishing the point.
And now, get ready to hear this as Brian and Octane will be duking it out for the race lead. What a phenomenal run from Brian thus far. Right now on the hards, we'll make one stop, probably to the mediums. Or is trying to go to the end of the hards, but looks,
No, I can't go to the end of
looks
hards.
tough
I
to
had sit on the lap
do
one.
it.
Are both Red Bulls at the back of the grid?
Yes.
Oh!
And our Renault's gone off. That's Larry.
Living like Larry.
Leave it to Larry.
Octane closing the gap on Brian. The fastest lap now goes to Ben, a 131.519. Octane wants to lead this Grand Prix.
It was a 9.
How about Motorsports in for Volcanic? Up in 9th in that Ferrari. Very nice run thus far. Octane wants to at least get to the race lead to possibly lead a lap before Pillars gets here. Oh, Brian is sliding.
Good job.
Can't slide job yourself if you're the race leader. And Hector back to 5th, this time over Ryan. Hector on 8 lap fresher hards. So, back up front, the top 3 separated by 1.5 seconds. It's Brian, Octane, and Pillars.
Well, I'm letting Pillars by once he catches me. I have a damaged wing, so I'm not going to hold him up.
Oh my god, this game is like, I'm running it on a
Brian and Octane have yet to win an EWRL event. And they're up here first and second. Halfway, about to get to halfway through this Grand Prix. Pillars goes to second.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him a hard time. I know they're a lot better car than me.
I love how Motorsport went defensive. Yeah, I'm not even close enough to slipstream.
So Pillars right now sat second, looking to close the gap to the McLaren. Up front is Brian. Troy 5 seconds back off the race lead, even after the contact with the Red Bull. Still looks to be in great shape to try to chase down Pillars. He has a lap fresher tires that might possibly be compromised by the spin he had.
Oh, who's in the race?
And the Williams goes off.
That's Malico going around. Malico playing in the dirt. As David goes by Motorsports for 9.
Oh my god, who's in the race point? Because they keep missing every apex.
That Racing Point has seen better days. Now falling to 9. What?
What?
So, who broke it?
Somebody's slapping their mic pretty good.
My apologies for that. So Pillars to the race lead over Brian, Octane, Troy. I did not. My dog ran across all my wires and pulled everything.
Oh. Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
Even the commentators got some action tonight.
Oh, but y'all have the best action. Taking everybody out as Octane getting caught by the Mercedes of Troy.
Don't worry, Troy, I'm gonna let you by.
Alright.
I just wanted to say to everyone, real sorry for the heavy lag.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So Troy goes to third, 4 seconds back off the race lead on a lap fresher tires to the Ferrari. He has Brian in the middle. Malico is on the tail end of the lead lap, but on hards that he can go to the end with. How about Ben? A 1:31.490, sat 6th. Hector now closing the gap to Octane.
Are you about to hit the last cars?
Zesty, just letting you know I'm coming in this lap.
How about further back, Leary over Malenko. Larry was able to keep out of trouble a lot better last week. Can't say this week has really gone his way as he's heading to pit lane.
He's got front wing damage, that's why he was so slow in the corners.
Ooh, someone's gone.
Oh, I don't want somebody to just move out of the way.
Oh, it's Fenty.
And a 5-second time penalty for Octane for speeding into the pit lane. Troy to second over Brian.
Front wing damage, gang. Where you at?
Octane comes out in 7th, now 8th, 9th, and falling down the order. He'll come out in 10th as Motorsports into the pit lane. Dan to 11, he'll actually go by. And Colton will be racing Octane on pit exit for 11th. Motorsports down and away should be racing a Red Bull on the pit exit. One of the two. Foursquare goes by, but many things should be closer. Motorsports to come out closer to Foursquare. So Larry and Malenko both 1 lap down, 2 pillars. And a wild, wild Grand Prix that is.
Shut up, Jeff.
What's the next race?
Figure it out.
Nah. Good old China.
It is not.
It is not.
So Troy starting to close the gap on the Ferrari, 4 seconds back. Hector defending hard on Brian, but Hector has 8 lap pressure tires. Into the pit lane goes Ben and David and Robert. Ben is out behind Christian sat 5th. Dan is also in the pit lane.
Thank you, Malcolm.
Bro, why do you stop there? What the fuck, man? God damn it.
Ooh.
Christian.
What even happened?
Must have been some contact between the Williams and the Toro Rosso. Ben's gone by the 5th, but has a winglet off.
You got damage again?
Dude stopped in front of me.
He did exactly the same thing with
Some
me.
of the racing has to be corrected here. That's way too much. Can't be having this many issues.
That's the person I ran into under safety car because he literally stopped his car. Oh, I've had terrible luck this whole race with people.
Ryan and David going at it. 10th and 11th. David going for 10th. Here comes Christian to the pit lane.
And he's spinning this lap? Oh my fucking god, dude.
Those have been on medium. Did they last 10 laps?
Colton follows the Toro Rosso into the pit lane. So David to 8th and Ryan to 9th.
Who's in the other room?
Malenko.
Oh, the Ferrari's gone around. Yeah, right off of turn 1, might have caught a curb. The same thing happened to Ben earlier in the Grand Prix.
Classic, man.
quite the queue of cars we have going on here. We have a Toro Rosso, a Mercedes, an Alfa Romeo, and a Red Bull, all queued up here. Christian Colton on fresh mediums, Dan on 1 lap gold mediums, many things on 7 lap gold hards. Ben with the fastest lap on the mediums, a 1:31.427 in that Williams.
With a broken front wing.
Devil into the pit lane. That moves David and Ryan to 7th and 8th.
Ooh, I got 2 tires ahead of me though.
I don't know if I want to stream anymore because holy crap, the frame rate is absolute hot garbage.
I'm so much faster than BD, but I'm a fucking lap car.
Go around because I'm gonna be hitting this lap anyway.
Alright, thank you.
I give you enough shit anyway, so I might as well pay you the favor back.
Here comes Brian to the pit lane this time out of 4th place. What a great run it was, but maybe something can be done on fresh tires. We'll see post pit stop.
I just want to get points, so honestly, I'm okay with the result.
I'm just happy I'm not dead last and I'm still in the race.
Exceeding all expectation.
Well, to be honest, everyone's expectations of me surviving this race wasn't very high.
Your expectation was to spin it in turn 1.
Yeah. It looks like everybody about.
Yeah, your expectation was turn 1.
Yeah.
Well, you beat
well done,
everybody.
Vinty. Well done.
So Brian is down and away. He'll be racing for points on the pit exit. Brian will come out just in front of the Haas. Right now, Brian's at 7th, but on fresh mediums. Could probably try to chase down his teammate, David, and Octane. The gap is wild after the 3 leaders. Pillars is leading 3 seconds over Troy and 4 seconds over Hector. Then it is a 28.5 second lead to Ben. Octane 39 seconds back. David 40. Brian 43.5. Ryan 44.5. Foursquare 61.5. Devil last car in
Christian
points.
pushed me off.
And a 3-second time penalty for many things for multiple warnings. Devil is 63.5. As Pillars into the pit lane.
You want to dispute a penalty?
You can dispute it if it actually matters.
Yes, on. Oh.
Pillars and Troy down and away on fresh sauce.
Probably deserve the 3-second penalty.
Just look at, well, I'll put the video clip in the chat later.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about turn 1?
No. Okay.
Okay.
That's just petty.
I'm not having the best of races either, so.
Yeah, that's because you blew a tire.
Yeah.
So Pillars is 18 seconds back of Hector. Can Hector make it another 9 or 8 laps on those hards? That is the question, but Pillars, Troy will be on fresh softs trying to figure it out. There's a caution in Sector 2. That is a Renault off the track. I believe that is...
Venti.
That would be Venti.
The disappointment in that was like...
Honestly, I tip my hat to Venti for not causing anything today.
Oh, poor Vinty.
I wasn't worried about Venti, remember? I was worried about many things.
Yeah, you said that. I mean, I don't know many things like that or his driving, but now it's like, what the hell are you doing?
I can't pass anybody down this fucking straight.
I was so anxious under the
David closing the gap on 5th place Octane. We have a battle here. Same age of tires going at it. David with the advantage, actually 1 lap fresher tires. Trying to close the gap on Octane. Again, the drivers in the top.
My tires ain't made for this.
Nope, the drivers in the top 4, none of them a surprise. But how about Octane, who's actually heading into the pit? No, he should be in the very defensive.
Jesus Christ.
Octane does not want any part of David. And David right into the Haas's gearbox. Trying to take some notes for McLaren. Ryan into
Leave
the
me
pit
the fuck
lane.
alone. Go away.
Here comes David to the inside of Octane. A lunge. He misses the apex. Octane with the crossover.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Octane backs out of the battle for now. Settles into 6th. Looks to chase David back down. Moves Devil to the 8th position with Ryan's pit stop. Dan to 9th. Many things to 10th.
Octane, if it helps, I went fucking negative fuel doing that.
Octane right now, Many Things right now has a queue of cars behind him. He's got a Mercedes of Colton. He's got Christian in the Toro Rosso. And Ryan not too far behind, but on fresh softs. Back up front, it's Hector. Can those hards make it? Another 6 laps as Pillars with the fastest lap, a 1:30.654.
It's unfortunate I have a yellow front wing.
Good Octane who didn't bend it.
Ben, is that you going down the front straight now?
I'm in turn. I just went through turn 1.
Oh.
And I'll have a movie of video clips to watch post race.
I think some of them you can just discard automatically.
There's going to be a lot of people outside the window to benefit from reversal of time penalties, but there is quite a queue of cars between about 8th and 13th place that are all within 5 seconds of each other. And that also could be a bulk of the time penalties.
Oh, Emerson, after this race, I do want to talk about a person to get a penalty, not like reverse a penalty. I want to talk about that. There's a lot of one person doing shit.
Oh, I see Ben stop. There's no way I'm going to catch him.
Hector now heading into turn number 3. Coming around to 5 laps remaining in the Bahrain Grand Prix. And those hards make it. As far as time, he won't be caught if the hards can make it. Or if the hards can maintain the level of grip they have. But Pillars is on the chase. Ben trying to catch his teammate, Malenko, who's a lap down. Malenko gives way. On older and harder tires than the 2 drivers in front of him. Not much
with a broken front wing
can be done to catch them even with a fully healthy car.
I can catch him with a healthy car.
Yeah, not like that.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry, Dan.
Did you wreck Danny again?
No, I just tapped him lightly.
What? That's for.
How about many things going at it for 8th on Dan?
Oh.
If this was real life, fucking FIA was suspended many things by now.
Oh!
Oh, contact! Dan into the Red Bull and around he goes!
I'll send you that clip post race.
Where are you?
If needed.
Oh, and Ben and Dan, after this race, save your video clip. I need a video or something. Or a clip of something.
I can't go back in time to save that clip.
You don't have your set to 60 minutes?
No.
Ooh.
I got mine set to 60.
Dan should be fine then.
Yeah, but the stream has Hector's. You can look at Hector's stream.
Yeah, I have turn 1, the frickin' sardines into turn 1.
And 25 seconds for cutting corners. Jeez.
Yeah.
How bad of a corner cut must that have been? Because people usually get 3 seconds.
I spun coming out of the S's, and then I was off, and I just like went straight across that apex.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah,
you see it, 5 seconds.
Beautifully. I'm like, geez, people usually get 3 seconds for corner cutting. It must have been bad corner cut, and it was.
He cut the entire sector.
He cut an
Yeah, pretty much.
He cut the entire 2 corners.
Y'all remember what I said before qualifying about how Venti's gonna pull Johnny Herbert?
You were saying?
Yeah. Okay, did you pit?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
My tires are dead.
Okay, Lewis.
So Hector,
make it, Bono.
Coming to 3 laps remaining. Can the Hards make it? Is probably the only question. Pillars is kind of.
Don't worry about it. I saw how today played out.
The gap between Hector and Pillars is maintained at about 13 seconds. Troy another 3 seconds back off the Ferrari. Ben 22 seconds back off the race lead. And the McLaren's 5th and 6th, 37 and 38 and 45 seconds back.
I think everyone here who like got killed somehow is probably like Kimmy. I'm gonna hit him when I see him.
Oh, my God. Do it.
There's a yellow
He
flag.
deserves it.
Yeah, he does.
There's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag in the final corners, but there was nothing there.
That's because I got straight.
You could do what Venti did, is cut the entire course so you can catch up to him and punt him off.
Yeah. Yeet!
Yeah. The race leader's been on them longer.
That's why I pitted for medium, not 20.
I'm on the medium.
So am I.
Leave me alone, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I just set my fastest sector 1 of the whole race.
2 laps to go, this time by for Hector. 12.5 seconds. Do the tires live?
You see shades of Nigel Mansell, 86.
How about Ryan leading Christian and many things?
Empty stall.
And colossally, that's not.
It's broken.
Hey, shut up. I'm using that for when I take the white flag.
Presented by Credit One Bank.
No, it's broken.
Bank machine broke.
That's not an Alonso quote, that's a Norris quote.
Yeah, no. Still McLaren.
The space wasn't.
How's my front wing look now? Emerson.
Front wing looks beautiful.
I was waiting for you to catch up for ages because I saw the gap just like in between me and the other Renault, and I was like,
oh, you only have half of the front wing.
Did you get hit again?
But now I have to try to hold my teammate.
No, I just
Well,
lack of care,
they're like
bro.
15
Lack of
seconds
care.
back, so you're pretty. Oh wait, never mind. He's right there.
In that last lap.
Yeah.
David might try to steal a 4th place from Ben here.
There's no way.
Has a way better front wing, the exact same age tires, in only 6 seconds.
Jeff said either me or Ben have a 1.2-second advantage right now.
And Hector will start the final lap 10 seconds ahead of a Ferrari of Pillars.
Hector slowed down.
Oh, then a fucking self-spinning curb.
Hector has 19 lap-old tires.
David's gonna lose 5th.
And he had a 5th place finish. The McLaren's gone off. As Brian will go to 5th.
No, I've not entirely lost 5th place yet.
Alright, he'll take out Brian for 5th?
No. But
we'll see. This battle for 5th just got spicy.
I'm not gonna risk 18 points.
What the fuck?
I mean, if y'all want to take each other out, I'm cool with that.
No.
What was that Bill doing on the corner exit? That's just dangerous.
Just call a racing point at like Spa or Baku.
And here comes Hector
place
up the
Sergio
hill
Perez
through
races in
Auto
a racing
Spin
point.
Central. How about that? Not a single DNF in this race for Crash. The only DNF was Luis actually physically DNFing from the menu. Hector comes through turns 14 and 15. And he's going to make those Hard's last 19 laps and win here at Bahrain.
Not.
Pillars comes
Good
through
thing
turn
many things
15.
made it easy for you.
Pillars 2nd. Troy comes home 3rd. Ben somehow's going to keep that car on the circuit and head his way down to turns 14 and 15. Saw the car in half and it'll still perform the same way as Ben comes through 15 and will take the checkered flag in the 4th position.
Oh, what a fucking comeback.
Octane's gone around but has a large gap to 8th position.
Oh, can I hold
As
off?
David comes home 5th, Brian 6th. Octane just trying to beat out his teammate. His teammate Ryan talked a lot about being better than Octane, but today looks like was Octane's day over Ryan. On a 5-second time penalty for Octane for unserved penalty will move Ryan to 7th, Christian to 8th, Octane back to 9th. Many things able to get one single point. No! Unserved penalty gets Colton to 10th.
Yeah, I'd like to send you a clip of the penalty.
I finished 18th, but I came last.
Many things you should probably just not send the clip because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I probably would have been up there with Pillars if it wasn't for many things.
Many things ruined a lot of people's races today. I think we can say that.
You made your race real easy. Even wrecked Pro.
I mean, you can say that all you want, but I mean, my overall race time, my perfect overall race time was a lot quicker.
How the hell did you get 3 time penalties? God damn. Amazing.
Did we?
Well. We got a lot to break down.
So,
Wait,
post-race.
Wait, if I hit you, how did you get the collision warning?
Hey, Malcolm.
Especially the 2 restarts were
anyone,
hectic enough.
Didn't you say you're gonna like talk to Emerson after this?
But yeah,
Dan,
he has to do interviews and all that.
I got a warning for hitting you.
Mind if I join you?
Well, yeah, if you have a clip of the 2 people I'm talking about.
Alright.
I mean, I saved my clip, so yeah.
We'll get interviews in from Hector, Pillars, and Troy. Before we do, Pillars, you got
Why do you feel bad for Hector? You should. It's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not his fault really, but I mean, he showed good pace at some point.
He qualified third.
All right. Well, let's see. Troy, you have your voice shared for an interview?
I do, yeah.
All right, Troy. So, how was that race to you?
Pretty good, in all honesty. It's one particular collision that I could have definitely done without, but overall, like, even though it was only a third place and I could have been contending up with Pillars at the end there for second, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy with where I was. I'll accept it.
So I think the collision kind of adds value to the podium. The fact that you had your collision but you still got a podium says a lot. What do you think that says about your race today?
Well, I mean, I don't think luck played into my hands that much. I mean, like, after that collision, I was just lucky to keep it out of the barriers. But I just spun it. I didn't end up facing the wrong direction. I didn't need to reverse it all. I could just accelerate and just get immediately back going. But I don't think that really mattered too much in the long run. But that's all I have to say on that.
Another day, another podium. Can you keep up this level of consistency? Well, as long as you're able to race with what's going on.
Well, as long as I'm able to race, I think I'll still continue to get easy podiums, but as far as wins go, I don't know if I can compete with Hector at this rate with all the amount he puts in. But, I mean, I can only try, and today was just another one of those attempts. Hopefully I can get to better next week. But we'll just see how it goes.
Right. Well, congratulations on the third place finish. Definitely a wild one, and I'm glad that you're proud of it. It looked like it was. It could have been anyone's third place.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Pillars, you got us?
Yeah.
All right. How are you? How you feeling with that? With that race? How'd it go for you?
Well, obviously I got lucky with a couple of incidents, but when they come, you've got to take your chances. But at the end of the race, I had Pro behind me, keeping me honest, making sure I didn't make any mistakes. But I think without Pro spinning, as you said, it would have definitely been a lot tighter. But no, it was good. It was good.
It's always fun to watch you try to chase down one or the other, keep ahead. You're kind of in limbo with your finishes here in second. You did get obviously the win at the start of the season, but you're just kind of riding there in the podiums. What's it gonna take for you to be able to outdo Hector once again?
For Hector to either not turn up or end up putting it in the wall, I think. I mean, the pace to do a one stop. I mean, I think I would have absolutely annihilated my tyres, so hats off to him. But hopefully go again next week and see if I can get one better.
Right. Was there any collisions or drivers you encountered throughout the race that kind of heated you up or kind of impacted you from doing anything more today?
I think the only thing I had was turn one. I was pretty much in a sandwich of many things chucking one down the inside. I had Zesty on the Hector on the outside, and I was like the filling in a sandwich, and luckily ended up keeping where I was. And then when I came out of my box for the first time, luckily we got past the two back markers pretty quickly. So because I knew Pro was behind me and I knew I couldn't waste any time, staying behind them and biding my time, I knew I had to get it done. But luckily I had a pretty clean run today.
Right. I don't know, like you said, he had the pace to do a one stop. Was there anything different you could have done for tonight's race?
I don't think there was. I think that was probably the best I think I've run all week. and I've got to take into consideration that, you know, what works for me, I can't try and force a strategy to work for me. I've got to just do something that I can rely on. The soft, medium, soft definitely, because I've got the pace of the last 9 laps to just kind of keep going. Where I think if I had the hards, I would have softened big time.
All right. Well, congratulations on the second place finish. Another good run for you, and good luck to you next week.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, we're joined by our race winner. New identity to this week. Still in the Alfa Romeo. I know you wanted to switch rides, but a new name this week. Did that bring you kind of any luck? Kind of refresh the look heading into tonight?
No, not necessarily. The new name was just to pay homage to my first team that I used to race with back in like 2010 for Need for Speed World. TF stands for Team Fortuna, and Silent Ace was my PC name for F1, so that's where it really comes from.
I think Pillars alluded to it best. You just had the pace for a one stop. How were your tires at the end of that stint, those 19 lap old hards?
Honestly, I had the confidence that I could have just like done a consistent speed throughout. I did pit a couple of laps earlier though, so I knew I had to risk something. Under the safety car, I ended up tapping the back of many things, which is my fault, not his. So I had to replace my front wing, so that's why I pitted so early. I had extreme amounts of understeer with the medium tire that I started on. So yeah, that kind of set me back. So I had to pit early and put the hards on and just drag these hards to the end, like 4 laps earlier than I wanted to. So yeah, it was a little bit like Sebastian in 2018, dragging those softs.
Yeah. Talk to me about what was going through your mind as a driver in turn 1. Like, how did it affect your race, turn 1, and then the safety car restart with all the hecticity going around?
I was just trying to get I wasn't trying to get like the best start or anything, because I knew on the opposite or slower compound I wouldn't have as much grip, and it was just about keeping it in one piece into turn 1. And I saw all the things that were happening around me, and I just said I have to just keep it in one piece. I knew I had the pace on medium to hard. I knew that strategy was going to work for me. Any strategy would have worked for me, but it was just about keeping it in one piece, especially after all the carnage that started happening around me. I just said, okay, you know what? Shut up and drive, keep it consistent, and do your own thing. Of course, I had to replace the front wing a couple of laps early and go on the hards and just drag the hards. But at least it played out in my favor, and I'm happy for that. And I just had to keep it consistent and just get maximum points as consistently and as clean as I could.
Right. So another week, another great finish. Obviously, a win is amazing. You're kind of setting your outlook pretty high, and you're kind of giving yourself a cushion now. The more and more you get, 7 or 6 point advantages every week. What do you think it's going to take for you to kind of fall off here, or just kind of not doing the practice every week? It's kind of an odd question, but what do you think the rest of the field has to do to catch up to you?
I don't really know. I just put in a couple of GP modes or practice online. That's really it. I don't really sweat it out in Towntron, try to figure out every single turn by turn thing. It's just I've always tried to be consistent. And yeah, I guess the only thing that's gonna stop me from scoring is probably somebody to take me out, or just a bad connection. So yeah, just the name of the game for me is just be consistent. Who cares what your speed is? Just be consistent.
All right, and every week you ride with one of these W's, your target gets bigger and bigger. Congratulations on the win. Again, looking as competitive and as fast as ever. And good luck to you next week.
Thank you.
All right, what a blast it was here from Bahrain. Again, another 20-car grid. A wild race, a lot to unpack in post-race. Not going to go without saying that this one definitely is not one of the proudest. But I'm going to be quite honest. I think it has to do with just how fast-paced, how easy this track is, that it kind of, not as much, but kind of leveled out the playing field, allowed the drivers to be more closer. And that being said, a lot of drivers were able to, or went in with the mindset that they can do better this race, and it kind of got everybody jumbled up on the start and then the safety car restart. We'll unpack post-race, and it'll be discussed throughout the week. But we go from one super fast and somewhat easy circuit to another as we hit the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, Canada. So that will be fun next week. So until then, y'all stay safe, y'all stay inside, and do whatever you need to do, and we can beat this thing, the quote invisible enemy that we're all combating.